problem.
Yeah.
Totally wasted your
And I was
time.
like, sorry, man, I'm going to the lake next weekend. Like, you got to come to the South House, and we got to play sometime this week.
Yep.
It is time to make dreams a reality. Don't you just love this time of year? This is why we love shining moment. You knew, yeah. In one shining moment, you're willing to try. In one shining moment, you knew the magic of March.
All right, folks, we are back for Winter Madness 2025. My name's Kenny Riley. I'm again joined by Mr. Dan Burkemper. Dan, good morning.
Morning. It's a beautiful sunny day here in beautiful St. Charles, Missouri.
That's right. It might be a little snowy outside, but it is 70 degrees and perfect in here for the competition today. We are rolling off our first match here, Dan. We have Mr. Brandon Lenz up against Mr. Matt Rowe. These gentlemen have been going back and forth, mainly on the Matt Rowe side, but it's been pretty interesting to say the least as far as the trash talk is concerned, Dan.
Yes, the mind of a competitor is definitely a fascinating one. You always hear about bulletin board material. You don't want to give your guy bulletin board material. Unbeknownst to Brandon Lenz, he gave Matthew Rowe some nightstand material. And they were just blasting it out on the Slack channel. We'll keep it in the Slack. That's members only. Just know that there's some weird stuff going on.
Yeah, pretty interesting place, Matt Rowe's mind. But anyway, we are going to get rolling today. These competitors are about ready to have a ceremonious handshake here, and we're going to get the match started here. The match started here at Silo Ridge Field Club. Oh, I love this.
Oh, love it.
Love this.
Testy. We got Lenz getting a pop on 2 and on hole 12.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. All right, good luck, boys. Okay, Dan, here, first hole at Silo Ridge, 412-yard par 4. All right, Matt Rowe up first. Headed up the left side and staying left, Dan.
Just a slight pull. That tree might come
Needs
into
to stay
play.
off of that cart path. Okay.
Gets a good bounce.
Yeah, lucky bounce there, but does seem that he's going to have a second shot there. No penalty. Moving up to Mr. Brandon Lenz here on the box.
He is wearing a shirt.
All right, Brandon electing to stay away from that left side. Headed up the right side, drawing back pretty darn good. Needs to cover these bunkers on the right side. Okay. Does find himself in one of those fairway bunkers, but he's going to have a good look nonetheless.
I think I take Brandon's look over where Matt's currently at. Might have to use some technology adjustments here, see where exactly the ball is sitting. Got 179 to the pin from here.
As you can see on your screen, folks, we do have a live YouTube text feed coming onto our main monitor here. So if you do have something fun to say or you want to root someone on, please do comment. All right, Matt Rowe, 179 yards. All right, safely exits. Headed up the right side of the fairway. He's going to settle right short of the green inside that first cut of rough there.
Pretty optimal result from that location, that situation he found himself in. Brandon with a chance. Put one on the green and really put the pressure on Matt here.
First hole jitters are real, so a lot of these guys are just kind of settling in, but 118 yards. Looks like he's not going to have any issues with that lip. Okay, flying high, headed towards the left center of this green. Well done for Brandon, securing his par here at the first hole.
Easy does it. Love to get a par out of the way on the first one. Matt needs to put this one in the circle to push the hole. So again, for any new viewers, there's an 8-foot circle around the pin. Land your ball in that circle. It's an automatic 1-putt. Anywhere on the green, automatic 2-putt.
All right, Matt does roll, visits the gimme circle briefly, but does stay on the green. And Brandon Lenz takes one up early in this match, Dan.
The underdog?
The shirtless one?
The underoo?
All right, bait two.
Bay 2, get a spot. I got you.
All right, bait two getting rolling. Going to do the handshake here in the center.
Good.
All right, Mr. Tom Moore versus Ryan First. Going to be playing Kiawah Island today, Dan.
Here it's beautiful this time of year out there.
Much better than here, there's no doubt.
The virtual birds are chirping. We are in a great place right now.
All right, looks like Mr. Ryan First does have the tee box here, 366 yards. All right, Ryan heading up the left side of the fairway. Oh, headed left too.
With the one-handed Mark McGuire finish.
Brandon, you're good. All right, Tom Moore trying to plan his attack here. Short par four. These guys do have the ability and the power to put this one close. All right, glancing blow, asking for it to cut just a bit. Okay, finds himself in one of those small bunkers on the left side of the fairway, Dan.
He might be a bit to the left of it to be able to get over that lip. It's going to be close.
All right, Ryan is looking at 170 yards. Got a very uphill lie, kind of right up against this knoll here on the left side. pin's going to be back right here at this hole, Kiawah Island, but Ryan's probably got something like a 6 or 7 iron just to get this up and out. All right, shots off, headed up the left side. Looks like it's going to be a pretty safe shot, and does land on the green. Nice par for the first hole for Mr. Ryan First.
Excellent shot catching the green from there.
So Dan, with the TrackMan technology, their whole goal is to make this as realistic as possible. This lip is severe.
It's very real looking. Yeah, he's gonna have to get something up and
Fast,
quick.
yeah. 103 yards. Pins back right, but kind of has a little opening between those greenside bunkers on the left and the right hand side.
Ryan already in for par.
Oh, see that vicious lip did have
It's real.
impact on there. That
He's not out of the woods yet either.
yeah, he's
This
still
is
dealing
tough.
with a similar lie here on his third shot.
Needs to find that gimme circle.
Oh no, okay. That lip is bringing more and more issues into the play for Tom Moore.
More.
More.
Yeah, it looks like this hole's just about over.
Yeah, valiant effort here. Probably just trying to get some warm-up swings and
Yeah.
take it for what it is. Okay, he is escaped, and he is looking good. That shot is on the green here, but looks like Ryan First is going to take the point here at hole number 1, Dan.
Well, he was always going to take the first hole. His name's Ryan First.
First, baby. And he brought donuts today.
Oh. Well, let's see what that's about.
Trying to bribe the in-house
crew here.
talent. Okay, we are on the green zone here, folks. We're seeing action from both matches here. Gonna stay over to the right side. Mr. Ryan First here on number 2, 484 yards.
Back in bay 1, Matt Rowe throws one right at the pin.
Whoa! Just skates by the hole for Mr. Matt Rowe. That was a great chip.
Out of the back of the gimme circle, and he's cheering for the ball to get off the green. He wants to
Yes,
chip this
he
one
wants
in.
another shot. All right, so he's left with 7 yards. He's going with the putter, Dan.
Opting for putter.
I do like this play. I think that the
I like it for everybody else. Whenever I try this, I'm terrible at it. I need to get in here and practice.
your indoor putting, yes.
Yeah. Let's see if he's one of the guys that's good at it.
All right, the putt is off. Looking good. Just
Great job.
low side. Finishes actually behind the hole. Very nice putt for Mr. Matt Rowe.
Bogey wins the hole there on hole 2. We're all square in bay 1.
And that was a pop there for Brandon Lenz. Did not capitalize on that second hole pop.
Oh, never mind. Brandon, we are not square. Brandon got popped there.
That was a tie.
Way to read my 2 notes I left myself here.
Show prep gone awry. All right, Brandon Lenz here. All right, looks like he likes it. A little tight draw up the right center. Well done for Mr. Brandon Lenz.
Great shot. His last tee shot found someone's backyard. This one right down the fairway.
Yeah, he flipped the burgers while he was over there in the last hole. He took care of him over there.
Pet the dog.
All right, Matt Rowe walking it up the screen, headed to the right side and drawing back, hit hard. This ball is carrying over 270 yards. Hopefully it's going to settle, give him a good fairway lie, and it does, Dan. These guys are fired up. I think they found their sequencing here, and it's getting ready for some fun.
Yes, sir. I'd say it was the crap talking, but it wasn't really crap talking.
It was
I
more
don't know.
flattery.
Yeah.
It was some strange,
Some weird
like I
reverse
said,
psychology.
that is a weird space to be in, Matt Rowe's mind. All right, 280 yards out here for Brandon. Ooh, it's a little low, but see if it's going to work out for him.
That'll be totally fine.
All right, advances the ball forward, headed up the left side just before the fairway bunker.
That'll work.
Oh, as we see over on the right side, Dan, looks like Tom Moore has found the little crick up there at Kiawah.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to have to take a look at what options he has, and
cannot play that one as it lies. Unfortunately, he's gonna be dropping.
he was taking his shoes off. They said you cannot do that. Sorry. All right, heading over to Bay 1, Mr. Matt Rowe, 257 yards.
Looks like he's gonna try to bite all this one off.
Oh, look at that. A little love from Mr. Barry Martin himself. Shout out to us two jokers.
Love you, Barry.
Love you too, man. All right, Matt Rowe taking an aggressive line over here. Looks like it's going to be pretty safe
shot.
and really, really good. Just right side.
He's going to have a good look at that gimme circle from there.
Yeah, a little uphill lie coming up to that pin. That's going to be a really interesting shot. So Brandon left with 111 yards, Dan. He's got the ball below his feet. Again, for anybody tuning in for the first time, that grid around the golf ball does signify the lie. So any ball below their feet is going to theoretically wanting to fade left to right.
Correct. So he's maybe wanting to look just left of these silos here at Silo Ridge, over that left half of the green. Let the ball carry itself to the back right.
As he looks at that crosshairs, he's aimed at that line, Dan, so I think he's going to play this pretty well. Okay, up and off. Looks like it's asking for it to jump just a little bit. Okay, does reach the surface. Well done for Mr. Brandon Lenz. Nice par. All right, Matt is stalking this greenside chip here. Third shot, just about 19 yards. Again, pin is going to be back of this green, so needs to get this ball moving. Asking for it to sit. Oh, stop. Stop. Oh, just misses the gimme circle on a great chip. Unfortunate beat there. Those players do both record a par there, Dan, so that is even Stevens there. Looks like Lenz is still one up and does reclaim the tee box here.
Yes, sir. Matt could not take advantage of that close proximity on his third shot.
So close. Maybe he should have. All right. Checking in over at Bay 2. And looks like Ryan First landed himself in that first fairway bunker. Tom Moore up 399 yards here at number 3 at Kiawah.
Both these guys finding themselves in some sand trouble early. We'll have to see what Ryan's ball looks like once we get up there.
Well, with this property, it is there's a ton of trouble out in the fairway. So as you can see on your secondary screen down on the bottom right, there are bunkers littered everywhere. All right, Tom taking it up the right side. Oh, he's got the power. That was 175 miles an hour of ball speed, carrying well over 270 yards. Perfect landing spot, Dan.
Bunkers aren't an issue when you hit over them all.
Okay, we've seen these lips before.
This one's just as gnarly as the
It
last,
is very,
if not worse.
very difficult.
Unfortunate resting place for that
Yeah,
tee
kind
shot.
of looks like it's a little crooked lie there. So he's got to do something special here. But all right, Ryan First, 132 yards. Ooh. Takes his medicine, gets out of the sand, and lands himself in the fairway. Well done for Mr. Ryan First.
He saw the problem his playing partner had on the last hole and
Didn't want to.
wisely, as he said, took his medicine, gets out of there, gives himself a chance on his third.
Didn't want none of that bunker.
No.
All right, gonna head over to Bay 1. Matt Rowe is 41 yards out. Second shot here at the par 4. All right, a crispy wedge here. Plays it short, rolling up. Looks very good. Well done, Matt Rowe. Oh
no.
There it is. Say! Oh, baby! Almost a commentator curse. But Matt Rowe cards a birdie. Mr. Lenz with a par, bringing this match all square.
That would have been a hell of a fist pump on a par.
All right, going to head over to Bay 2. Mr. Ryan first, third shot here. 36 yards, Dan. Pretty simple. Okay, little dead arm chip here. Going to roll and develop.
Wow.
Well done. Again, he knows it's match play. Just got to keep himself in the game. Both players do record a par there. Mr. Ryan first is 2 up on this match. All right, Bay 1 asking for it to hold on. Looks pretty good, but headed a little bit to the left and a little long, Dan. Okay. Honestly, in these scenarios, players do want this to miss the green, so they have another shot to be able to potentially hole that for birdie rather than taking the automatic par.
Just got to make sure you find that circle if you are missing the green on your tee shot.
That is crucial.
I don't think many bogeys will be winning par 3s here today.
All right, Brandon, 144 yards out. Nice little par 3. All he's got to do is just get this onto the surface, which looks really, really good right now. Oh, absolutely flagged as far as distance, but safely aboard for his par.
Good shot, Brandon.
All right, we've seen a couple of these rolling chips here from Matt today, and it looks like he knows exactly what he needs to do to get this maybe traveling a yard onto the green and letting this surface take it to the hole. All right, chip is off. Trundling. Asking for more gas. Oh, just short of the gimme circle. Oh, no. So it looks like he carried that a little bit too far, maybe a little bit too much spin. Brandon's par does secure him back in the lead in this match. All right, headed over to Bay 2. Mr. Tom Moore is 88 yards out. Second shot. All right, looks good. Just needs to carry just a bit. Okay.
Safely on the green.
A little scar tissue there from those bunkers, but he has missed that greenside bunker and landed himself on the dance floor. All right, nice drive from Matt Rowe. Headed a little right to left, but with this cantered fairway, it is perfect.
Another strong tee shot from Matt.
These guys are good.
These guys are pretty good.
Second round, Winter Madness. Let's go. All right, Ryan first. Heading over to Bay 2, 68 yards. Just out from the green.
Got about 55 people watching you at home, y'all.
All right, good shot from here from Ryan. Asking for it to spin. Oh, baby. Really well done from Ryan first.
Incredible shot to steal the hole.
Snatched that one right out from under Mr. Tom Moore for a birdie.
First is cruising.
He's cruising, man. Absolutely right. 3 up on that match. Head back over to Bay 2. Brandon's second shot, landing safely pin high just outside of that gimme circle.
Par machine.
Forcing Matt to see if he's going to get aggressive here, you know.
Wind had him a bit.
Yes, folks, the wind is right there below the hole notification on the second screen, so that is 3 miles an hour into their faces.
Consulting with his caddy. Is he the only guy that brought a caddy here today?
Wobble horses and caddy.
No, Godar. All right, Matt Rowe, 124 yards. All right, trying to draw it in off that lie, and it looks like it's doing really well. Oh! Lands just short, but see if it's going to actually... Oh, he's on the green.
His approaches have been all over that gimme circle.
Gosh.
Unfortunately for him, only one of them has found it.
I was getting aggressive. I like to see it. Unfortunately, just had a little bit too much sauce on that shot. Spun right back, missing the gimme circle. Headed over to bay 2. Tom Moore, 145 yards. Towering shot. This is hitting the space station. Coming back down. Hopefully it's going to nestle in. Oh, well done. Well done. Both players on the green, in for par. All right, Mr. Brandon Lenz, 300-yard shot, electing an iron. Looks pretty solid. Nice little draw into that right side of this fairway.
You always love to see a guy find the fairway when he pulls an iron out of the bag. Nothing worse than pulling an iron and still finding trouble.
Sporting some excellent T150s with some very nice neckties for Mr. Brandon Lenz. Got to look good, feel good, play good. All right, Ryan. Steady Eddie driver here up the right side. Needs to steer clear of that fairway trouble, but he's going to be just fine. Well done. All right, Matt Rowe. A little hybrid off the same tee. Hit well. Looks like he's headed straight for Sandville. Oh, and it's a pretty flat lie, Dan.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to...
right at the bottom of that bunker. That'll be fine.
Luckily, he missed that finger. That would have been an awkward lie for him, but... Tom Moore on the right side of your screen. Hit hard. Looks like he's, again, you know, his distance is kind of keeping him out of that trouble, Dan.
Must be nice.
I do not know what that's like, yes.
No, not at all.
All right, Brandon Lenz, sit. Oh, ho, ho.
Catches the circle.
Smart
birdie.
play off the tee box and solidifies a birdie. Well done for Mr. Brandon Lenz. Matt Rowe, second out of the sand, 47 yards. This guy is good with his wedges. Sit. Okay. Does run a little past. Probably took a little bit too much into consideration from that sand lie, but Brandon does take a birdie there, bringing him up 2 up in this current match through hole 7.
Bay 2. Looks like Ryan was
It's a par
right
5.
into that circle on. Was that his second shot?
I believe it was.
So he locks down a birdie over there.
Going to head over to
early.
Bay 2. Mr. Tom Moore is contemplating what his plan of action here, that it was a par 5. Ryan is currently on in 2 for a guaranteed birdie. Currently 3 down on this match, Dan. He's got to put this in gear. He's got to go for something big here.
Not a time to play conservative, that's for sure.
All right, headed left, asking for it to fade, but looks like it's going to settle just left of that green side bunker. Does have a third shot opportunity here.
Hunting for gimmies here.
Stranger things have happened, so. Yes, in Bay 2, if he does get into that gimme circle, he will push for the hole here.
Doesn't look like he's got a lot of real estate on that green to work with.
All right, Tom taking his environment into consideration, seeing how he needs to hit this 26-yard shot. Yeah, looks like he's got to play it just over that ridge and let it just trundle down. Ooh. Oh,
Very close.
That was a good wedge from Tom. Unfortunately, cannot beat Mr. First Birdie, bringing that match up 4 up through 6 holes.
Yes, sir.
All right, gonna hop over to Bay 1.
Brandon had to re-tee.
Yeah, lost it off the left side, but again, a par 5, so there's extra chances here, Dan. So he's currently sitting 265 yards out on his 4th shot.
Unfortunately for him, Matt hit a great tee shot out there.
All right, his fairway wood is off, headed left. Needs to just settle in here. Okay.
Not
Good
bad.
catch by the bunker there.
All right, obviously with Brandon 2 up on this match, Matt's got a go zone here.
Absolutely just cannot have anything to do with that water. The only thing he needs to do is avoid a drop.
Correct. Winds behind these players about 3 miles an hour. All right, loves to play that tight little draw, and it very much is. Okay, I like this play. Not letting anything affect his plan of attack here. Just nestles it up there into a nice scoring number.
Yep. He's been pretty money with the wedges so far.
All right, 71 yards.
Anything on the green
Yeah,
should win the hole.
Hugging that right side, letting it draw in. Ooh, really, really well done for Mr. Matt Rowe. Just
Misses it by inches again.
inches from getting that gimme circle.
Lenz needs to drain this.
All right, bunker shot off the left side. Valiant effort.
Good shot, just too little too late on this hole. On to the next.
So Matt Rowe does claw one back there, ripping the shirt off Mr. Brandon Lenz here.
What is that, linen?
Lanolin?
Lanolin?
Circa like 85.
All right. Here we are at hole 9 at Silo Ridge Field Club. Matt Rowe does gain the tee box here, 160 yards. Green slightly uphill. All right, Matt. Up the right side, asking for it to do the draw. And it's just landing off the green. But again, this guy's good with his wedges. It's a birdie chip.
Chance for hey friends. We got a crowd here today. We got a crowd here today too. We got dogs, women, men. No children yet. They'll be here.
All right, Ryan first here at number 8 at Kiawah Island. 302-yard par 4. A little right to left. This guy is super consistent, just steering away from this trouble.
It's a perfect shot.
It really is. This guy knows his numbers, knows what he needs to do. We're going to hop over to Bay 1. We do have a chipping contest, Dan. Looks like Brandon's up first with a 13-yard little...
A little uphill, right to left.
Yeah, so the blue color on the screen is signifying a false front. That yellow is the flat area. So he's looking just to flirt with that line, maybe hit right at the blend of those two lines and let it develop. All right, get it running. Oh,
Probably wants it off the green at this point.
I don't think it did.
No,
I think
stayed
it's
on. He gets his bogey there, I believe.
All right, here's a big time for Matt Rowe, currently 1 down. This is his second shot just off the right side of this green here at number 9.
This could be a little slippery here.
All right, up and on, developing. Oh, shit. It's going to give him another 8-4. Oh, needs to
That might get off the green here.
to stop. Okay.
That looks slippery
that
from here. and it
slope is
absolutely was.
pushing these players back off the green. Matt's third. He's going to have to make sure that this stays in the circle. He does elect to use his flat stick here. Oh, well done. Safely in.
No blood on that one.
Oh, Brandon is off the
Brandon is
green.
off. Does he elect for the putter here? fishing out a wedge out of the bag.
Looks like he's good with the daggers here. It's only about 6 yards off, Dan. Similar line he had on his first one. Joe tuning in, absolute diabolical pin. I would agree.
100%.
Okay, Brandon's up. All right, safely into that gimme circle. Well done.
That was a nail-biting bogey finish there on that
it
hole.
was. So front nine is done. These guys are going to go check out the pro shop. I know there's a couple head covers, maybe a polo or two. Matt might need to grab another shirt. Him or Brandon, who knows. But we're going to head over to Bay 2 here, checking on that match.
Kind of a tunnel tee shot here.
Well, pretty daunting lead here for Mr. Ryan First. Currently 6 up on this match through 8 holes.
Lots of trouble off the tee here. Water right.
Oh,
Doesn't matter when you're right down the middle, though.
nice little fade there. Lands in paradise, left center of this fairway.
Great shot.
All right, let's stay here for Bay 2. Tom Moore searching.
We saw this a bit last week with Ryan First. He's just that consistency is so relentless when you're facing him. It's
He just doesn't miss, and
you
when he
give him
does,
an
it's
inch, and he's taking every bit of it. And
all right. Tom's up the left side. Looks like it's gonna be peeling back. Nice little cut. Big kick back into the fairway. Well done for Mr. Tom Moore.
not feeling the pressure, it seems.
All right, heading over to Bay 1. Brandon is looking at his options. 176 yards. Looks like this green is going to be just slightly uphill for these guys, but we do have a good amount of wind behind the player's back. Beautiful scenery here at Silo Ridge Field Club. As you can see the tree line here, kind of this golf course settling in to the flat of this valley. All right.
Now, if this is me playing anything not in the water, is a great shot for me. So we'll see. We'll see how Brandon feels about this.
Oh no, Dan. Looks like he's found that trouble up the left side of this hole.
It's a daunting shot there. That was always in play.
All right, Brandon forced to look at his options of where he would like to drop this golf ball. Does have
Not
those
a ton
arrows
of-
to funnel through. He elects for a fairway lie. Let's get head over to Bay 2. Tom Moore's second shot, 91 yards out. He's got to dig deep here. This is he's running out of golf holes, so let's see if we can get something spicy. All right, shot is up. Line is good, but needs more gas. There's a false front there. Ooh. And all the way back down. That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
That
he's
ball-
disappointed with it after he made contact. He was screaming at that ball to get up.
That ball rips back 30 yards. Again, bringing you to the green zone to see all of the action here at the Winter Madness tournament. All right, Matt Rowe playing up the right side. A little draw back. Pin is absolutely tucked, so he's got a good look here.
Wanted absolutely nothing to do with that water, and I don't blame him. That's a safe zone to land it.
All right, Brandon's looking at his fifth shot here. Again, that water's still in visible view of these players. A well-done wedge there for Brandon. Lands
he's in
inside
for
that
6.
gimme circle for his bogey, or par, I'm sorry. No par.
No par. That was a production error. Way to go, Birchie.
My sausage fingers. All right, Matt. A really nice wedge there. Lands about 2 feet from the hole.
In for birdie.
That's a very good birdie for Matt Rowe, bringing this match all
Square.
square. All right, we do have, not this hole, but the next hole. Brandon Lenz does get his second and final pop in this match. 318-yard par 4 here for Mr. Matt Rowe on the left side of your screen. 383 yards for Mr. Ryan First on the right. Wow. Gets a little right cheek involved. The graphics card cannot keep up. 170 miles an hour ball speed. Lands, carries 295 yards, Dan.
I gotta ask, does he have a bet with somebody that he can catch his tee before it hits the ground?
He does.
He's
do
really
a lot
chasing after it.
A lot of movement after his golf swings. He's doing the shoot move. He moves around immediately after he swings that golf club. Taking a little time over here. I want you guys to focus on the right side, Mr. Tom Moore. All right, Brandon. Looks like Fay 2 is doing the same thing.
Tom Moore flirting with the right side. In some trees.
All right, Brandon. 158 ball speed. Looks good. Needs to get over some of this trouble, and it does. Hit the cart path. Oh, almost gets a little knock of love there, but it's going to be set up pretty well.
Tough lie here.
You know, again, this green is slanted right to left from this vantage point, and his ball is above his feet, wanting to go ahead and move right to left. 44 yards here for Brandon Lenz. Second shot.
Looks really good.
Looks nice. Oh, boy. Oh, gets a little Matt Rowe syndrome there, and he does.
Incredible shot.
Visit
That would have been a
the gimme
nutty
circle.
Bogey. Birdie. Sorry. Birdie.
All right, we're staying in here with Mr. Matt Rowe. He is not 10 down yet.
We are all square, folks.
Gotta love match play. All right, second shot for Matt Rowe, 29 yards.
Been all over the circle today.
Looks like a little too cute. Oh, go, baby. Go, baby. Oh, well done. Mr. Matt Rowe finds that gimme circle.
Goes up one.
All right, hitting a little bit of a stride here for Matt Rowe, kind of keeping the foot on the gas pedal. Love to see it. Going to head over to Bay 2. Mr. Tom Moore coming out of the right side. He's got a pretty good look at this pin, 76 yards. Okay, Tom does get onto the surface. All right, both players do record a par there. Mr. First is up 7 through 10 holes. Going to move back over to Bay 1. Brandon Lenz has his tee shot here. Now, this is a hole where Mr. Brandon Lenz does have an extra bullet.
Really hoping he can just get one out there safely and make that shot count, that extra shot.
All right, staying away from any bit of trouble on the left side. Little draw here, but does look like it's going to dig in a little bit and does divert any danger there of that greenside bunker. All right, headed over to Bay 2, Mr. Ryan First. 519-yard par 5. Oh, no. The first little hiccup we see from Ryan, heading left, does actually
Still dodges
bypass
all
all
of the
those
problems.
inanimate objects, but it's going to have a pretty good look off the path there. We're going to move over to Bay 1. Mr. Brandon Lenz, looking at 162 yards, does have a little bit of a hook lie that he's got to deal with. The wind is off the left-hand side, Dan, about 2 to 3 miles an hour. Solid swing, but it does head right. But honestly, this pin, looks like he's going to have a pretty good look there, Dan.
Yep, still has that shot in hand. Matt's got just as tough of a shot out of the bunker here.
All right, Matt doing some calculus in his brain to figure out what this lie is going to do to affect this golf ball. Hopefully exiting safely out of this fairway bunker.
Yeah, you folks can see we're looking at 88 to 92% power, so he needs to get a little more into this than a normal swing.
The pin is all the way back. Looks like a clean shot. Oh, looks good. Oh, well done for Matt Rowe. What a shot. All right, Matt is safely aboard and in for his 4 par. Brandon's third shot is just 20 yards off the surface here.
So anything on the green pushes the hole for Brandon. He's got to be looking to grab a gimme circle here, though.
All right, it's a cute little wedge. He just needs to jump in there, settle. Just escaping the gimme circle, but that is a push for both players there. Currently, Rowe is 1 up in this match. We're going to head over to Bay 2, Dan. Looks like Tom has got about a 220-yard shot.
I think that's a gap wedge for him.
All right, protected green up there. Bunkers both short left, short right, and long right, so... All right, Tom Moore is up. Oh, a little cut, looks really good. Oh, his adrenaline kicked in, and he does find himself overshooting the green.
Yeah, he knows he needs some magic here down 7. I think he's getting himself juiced up a bit there.
The man is missing very little, and when he does miss, it is nothing that he can't handle. 169 yards here for Ryan. Again, just pretty steady Eddie. He's got enough room to get up and over this tree right in front of him. All right. Does get through that. Oh, does catch a branch, unfortunately. All right, kicks him down there. Going to head over to Bay 1. Brandon is looking at attacking this pin. Okay, does find the backside of this
Might
green.
have trickled off.
Could be a frog's hair lie.
It is.
Oh.
Brutal. That means he's got to find the circle here.
Oh, my goodness. And this is a treacherous downhill. As you can see, all the red notification on this green means it is just severe.
Leaves the flat stick in the bag again.
Hello, 75 people.
One away from our high viewer count. Go ahead and send it out to your friends. Let them know what we're doing here.
All right, Brandon wedges up in there. Needs to spin. Spin. Stop. Oh. That was a great chip.
A valiant effort.
Some interesting comments from our attendants out here on the TrackMan technology and how they're having issues with their short games.
Totally the screen's
It's
fault.
not me, it's the machine. All right. Tom Moore does grab a par there, bringing that match up to 6 up for Mr. Ryan First.
The train is chugging. He needs it just to keep on going.
All right, Matt Rowe, 306 yards. Gets scared off the ball there, but locked in. Got a water feature that's guarding this pin from the right side. So Matt does hit this one hard up the right side. Looks like it just needs to steer clear of anything hard, but looks like he's going to have a pretty clean lie. Maybe
Almost
some
finds himself on a tee box.
Yeah, clean living, but hopefully those trees aren't going to come into play. Back over to Bay 2, Tom Moore. All right, hit well, but looks like it's fading towards some trouble there. Needs to settle, and it does. It's a great shot. Going to have a great look at this hole. Heading over to Bay 1, Brandon Lenz. Again, 306 yards, down 28 feet. Players are going to have to flirt with this pond here it's located about all the way from 200 to 280. All right, ripped hard, not afraid of it. Looks really good, just needs to dig in here. Okay, great shot, Brandon. Not afraid to take on that trouble. All right, Matt is past this tree, so it's going to give him a pretty nice framed shot here.
Nobody on 15 tee box here, so just want to give a quick shout out to the membership at Silo Ridge for giving us the whole property today. Nobody in the way.
All right, 73 yards. Matt Rowe up, aiming for the center of this green. Oh, it's going to try. Oh, well done for Matt. Well done.
Trying to Babe Ruth call his shot.
A lot of pointing, a lot of talking. All right, Brandon.
Shirts are still on.
Brandon does have a downhill lie. Again, it's going to be interesting. So we are in the green zone here, kind of making sure that we have all of the action for you folks. Bay 2 is kind of getting to that time of the round where...
It's the witching hour for Tom Moore. He
correct.
Really needs some magic shots here.
All right, Brandon Lenz looking pretty good. Just jump a little bit. Oh, does catch that rough cut. Tom Moore's 79 yards out on his second. All right, looks like it's heading right into the fat part of the green. Oh, and it's ripping off that green, Dan. Oh, my goodness. All right, Brandon does chip and land inside that gimme circle. Now heading back over to Tom Moore's third shot here from just 24 yards off the right hand, or the short side of the screen.
Tom's got to be pin seeking here.
All right, Tom's chip is off, lands short. Oh, come on back. Oh, so he does overshoot this green. He's left on the frog's hair lie, just left of the pin. All right, Ryan's third shot.
Ryan with a chance to bury him here.
We do have a record-breaking 80 people tuning in to Winter Madness. This is fantastic. Thank you all for joining us here today.
Hope you're enjoying.
Okay, Ryan does just run out of the gimme circle there. This is a chance for Tom, just inches off the surface here to put one in here for a par.
Needs it.
Currently 6 down, yes. Clawing for anything he can get. All right, electing to use the putter here for Tom Moore. Some interesting shots here over on the left side of your screen from Bay 1. Matt Rowe's second shot, just 13 yards off the green.
Let's see if Tom can extend this match here. Looks like he's going to start right to left, finish left to right. Either way, he needs it in the cup.
Do it, Tom. Ooh, that was a good putt, but just headed on the high side past the cup. All right, both players do record a bogey, so the match is current and standing at 6 up for Mr. Ryan first. And we are Dormy in Bay 2 versus Tom Moore versus Mr. Ryan first. All right, Tom Moore here on the box, 167 yards, par 3, number 13 here at Kiawah. Doing everything it can to extend this match for more holes. Wind slightly off the left-hand side, Dan.
Yep, and he's got to be still going pretty aggressive at this because
he's got nothing left.
He's got to go. He's got to win every hole here.
All right, Tom's shot is off. Looks like it's heading towards the right side of the screen. Ooh, okay.
Just off.
Just off, so it does have that birdie capability here, but...
That's right. The way Ryan's swinging off the green is probably better for Tom than getting his par locked in.
I would agree there, Dan. All right, Ryan, towering shot here just off the right, needs to sit. Okay.
And it does.
A great par there for Mr. Ryan first. So, yes.
Tom's got to make this. If we want more golf here, folks.
All right, Cinderella story. This has to go in. 33 yards, kind of up on top of this ridge. Got to go. All right, dig in for Tom. Dig in, Tom. Oh, okay. All right, Bay 2 is wrapped up.
Hell of a fight in Bay 2.
Mr. Ryan first, surviving and advancing here at Winter Madness. Great job, fellas. Nice match. All right, we're settling in here on our match on the 16th hole between Mr. Brandon Lenz and Mr. Matt Rowe. Lenz currently 2 down.
It's go time for Brandon.
You know, he was, kind of flirting with that lead early, but Matt has said, I'm not going anywhere. 114 yards for Brandon. All right, looks good. Fading back. Get in there. Go. Keep running. All right, Brandon is safely on the dance floor there. Matt Rowe, his third shot. Picking his landing spot here.
It's a tricky shot here.
So par 4 here. He's got to get this on and running towards the pin.
Needs it in the circle to tie the hole. It's a really good-looking shot.
Good line, but just not enough gas. So Brandon takes one back there with a par, bringing this match 1 up for Mr. Rowe. Plenty of golf left. Ooh, beautiful par 3, 17 here, Dan.
What a hole. Wow.
What a hole. A nice little deep cut there from the childhood favorite, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. All right, Lenz contemplating a 221-yard shot. This green is living 20 feet lower than the tee box, so a little bit of influence on distance there.
Wind peaking at about 3.7 near 4 miles an hour at their face.
And obviously, you can see here on the top-down view, there is a forced carry with the water. But again, I don't think this is going to be anything in their minds. These guys are zoned in. They missing inches. All right, chatting with his caddy here, but debating between a 4 and 5 iron, currently 4 iron in his hands.
Really thinking this one over.
All right, hits a little deep or a little fat. Just needs to get over that.
All right.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
A fairway lie, no less.
It's always tough to zone in after a long deliberation before the tee shot, but a nice little glimpse of our Winter Madness board here.
Let's work on our John Hancocks out there, fellas. I can't read any of these.
Herbie Hancock. All right, Matt Rowe, 221. Oh, he says he loves it. Looking good. Oh, well done. Nice par there for Matt. Dialing in, hitting
I thought he was going to crawl under our production table there for a second.
moving around like a crazy person, but it was a great swing.
Look out, Birchie.
All right, Brandon's left with 55 yards. Fairway lie. He's going to need a circle here, Dan. Asking for it to sit down just a bit, but it looks like it needs to go. Okay. All right, Bay 1 is wrapping up. Mr. Matt Rowe taking the lead and the victory over Mr. Brandon Lenz. Well done, Matt. Well done, Brandon.
You know, the membership was questioning the strategy going into this one, and it worked out for Matt.
All right, here
Didn't
we
see
are.
that coming, I'll be honest.
A little visit to the booth before we go over to the signing ceremony. Both players are ready to rock. Gonna move right on over to that next camera angle. All right, here we are. Mr. Ryan first. Let's go, baby! His trademark number 1. Surviving and advancing, heading over to Mr. Matt Rowe. All right, baby.
Sweet 16.
Looks like Dr. Rowe over there with that signature, but fantastic. A little Winter Madness. First round's done, Dan. Dan, epic matchup between the 9 o'clock matches here. Obviously, Mr. Matt Rowe overtaking the Brandon Lenz. Both shirts are on for these competitors. And Mr. Ryan First taking Mr. Tom Moore in our 9 o'clock matches. Heading up next, we have Mr. Mike Knoll versus our very own fearless leader, Mr. Kyle Walton, at 11:30. And we have Mr. Dylan Keevan taking on Mr. Ryan Godar.
I'm seeing some low numbers here next to these names. These guys are good, folks. You're going to want to tune in for those.
11:30 is coming up quick. Guys, we will see you soon. And always thank you for tuning in to Winter Madness 2025. We'll see you soon, Dan.
Thanks for watching, folks.
It is time to make dreams a reality. Don't you just love this time of year?
This is why we